What's up, guys? I want to welcome you to the channel, and I'm happy to have you here in my first video. Today, we have entered the Tynker Code Jam. Basically, there's a prize, a cash prize. Not going to say the value, but let's just say it's a lot. Now, if I want to enter in this, I have to get coding. I could show you a walkthrough of what I have so far, or I could just show you me coding. I feel like I'm going to do both, so why not just jump right into it? Alright, starting off with level 1. We are introduced to WASD to move. You can use space to jump over enemies and don't get shot. So, you can use WASD or the arrow key, whichever works for you. Number 2 is basically the same, but you introduce missiles. It also says you could buy dash from the shop and use down to dash. Currently, I don't have dash bought. It is a very expensive power-up. But what I do have is a lot of levels. So let's just have a quick, brief walkthrough, and I'll get back to you when it's finished. Alright, this is the first boss levels. So first off, we're introduced to cannonballs. These are very dangerous. You have a boss house. You see I'm earning coins, and these give you a lot of coins if you win. So let's go ahead and play our first boss level. Gotta avoid these cannonballs or else they'll hit you and then you will just fall and you won't pass the level. So gotta watch out for that. I currently have 18 coins. Now I'm gonna see if I could buy bounce. Bounce is a very good power up. Let's see bounce way higher. We're going to need it really soon, actually, for level number 11. This is going to be great. I played back level 8. Alright. Back to this level 9. Level 10. And here's where we begin to use our bounce. Basically, I need to bounce over these blocks. But without it, it's too big of a jump here. I don't have bounce anymore, you can see. And it's just too big of a obstacle. It's too tall. But second we add bounce, which is owned by us, we could jump way higher, potentially make it through. We're on our second boss level. There is more cannonballs, the boss moves faster, and there is more health. This will be a tricky one, but we can get through it. Alright, now that I finally got past level 12, we have 26 coins. I think I'm gonna buy, not slow, I don't need to be slow right now. I'm gonna buy Hyper Circle. Well, looks like we ran into our very first error. This is good. We love the errors. No, I'm not being sarcastic. We actually love to see them. It is very good because then we can work on the stuff. Now I'll remind myself to be fixing that. So, this is level 13. Level 13 is a big, very big level. Just like with number 11, it also consists of 8 enemies. We're just gonna play through it, and then we get a level 14. Level 14 is boring than nothing. This is because this is the last level I worked on. All the other levels are worked on, but you may ask, why are they worked on? This is the second game. This is not the first game of HyperCube. The first game I made a while ago. It wasn't good. Your only color was red. These blocks couldn't move or shoot missiles. The bosses didn't have the cannonballs. Everything was different. There was no shop. You couldn't buy anything. And it was just, no. Nobody liked to see it. So, that is why I'm submitting the Boss Strikes Back. Alright. Now that I've shown you a playthrough of what we got through so far, let's see. What do we need to fix? First up, we gotta fix Hyper Circle. I actually have a function right here that lets me make Hyper Circle. Here. Ah, we find it. So it appears when we begin the game. Here, let me just. It appears when we begin the game. Subtract from there, and then nothing else happens. Okay, I see. That means our error is not in here. This place is perfectly fine. Our error is somewhere else. So, there we are. Alright, let's see it. If bot circle but reset equals true. So, we copy it, and then we move it all the way down to if circle cube is clicked or bot. And we paste it in if bot circle but reset, which means if I reset the circle, then we want to equip the circle. We want to change the state of my cube to a circle. And we want to switch the circle shop item price to own. That is what allows us to have own right here. So let's try it. Let's change my coin value from when we start to 15, which is enough to buy the circle. We bought it. Wait, can I buy it multiple times? No, I can't. So let's say I want to reset it. Reset HyperCube. I'm no longer in HyperCircle. Let's say if we want to buy it back. Not working exactly how I wanted it to. Okay. Time for a new variable. Var bot circle. I see. There's no var bot circle but reset. Var bot circle. Let's set it to false right now because we want it to be after you buy it. Var bot circle. So now if we scroll all the way back to our bot circle, we only wanted to increase if we have the variable. So anytime you buy it, bot circle will equal to true. We want to buy it again, and I just found something we could do. We could, if bot circle equals bot, it could be like this. If bot circle is false, which means if we didn't buy it yet. If we didn't buy this, then we want it to take away our money. And then say we did buy it. And what that's going to do is it's going to come into play right here. And if we bought it, then it's just going to equip it. And we're not going to have to owe money. So, or it is true. So like this. Now, basically what we can do, hit play, buy it, play of it, reset it, and then click it again. Hyper circle. We got it, ladies and gentlemen. We got hyper circle. And we are back as a circle. And it is fixed. That's not all I want to do in this video. What I also want to do was make a level for number 14. Number 14 is pretty dull. In order of not having to play the entire thing if I want to get back to it, just set it ahead of time. So let's say coins are back to 0. And if I want to play level 14, I don't have to play through every level. I could just jump right to it. So level 14. Status is going to be open, which is a color. So every time it checks if a color is this. If a color is green, then it's playable. Basically, it's saying that. So we got 14. Alright, we are here in our game designing website. It is not my own. It is actually a website called Pixel Art. Nothing is sponsored in this video, but it is very, very good website for like pixel arts and drawing, and for me, game designing. So let's see. We got 8 enemies we can use. So let's just plant them down right there. Alright, we got 8. I want the first one to be right here. Second one, I usually putting them in a random pattern, or I actually stick to a lot. I want them to jump through here, but I want it to be like a gap. I don't want to be able to be jumped through. So let's say there. After you jump, you have to jump again, And then, okay, that's 4 blocks already. We gotta be wise. This, and this. So basically, you jump. Actually, let's make it more over here. Now you can either clutch over this, or you can buy the bounce power up and jump over it. We're not done here. They're not just planted. One can be moving. I'm gonna make it, let's say, this one will be able to move. So, right there. And then we gotta have a missile. I want a missile to be shooting right here, going left. So let's just remind myself, going to the left. So this is basically our game design. Let's go back to the game. Alright, I am back here in the game. Let's start adding it, whatever we have here, we want to add here. So, we copy level 13. We copy level 13 from here. We paste it all level 14. This will include information about where every enemy is. So, I want the first enemy to be at 200. And then I want the next enemy to be at 210, which is 1 block ahead of it. And I want it to be, 2 blocks up. So this is already a pretty good Y. And I want this to be at 220, which is 2 blocks ahead of the first one. And we need it for like that clutch. So we're going to have it at 410. So basically it's like there's a 1 here, and there's a 1 and 1 here. Now, we have that, we also want a 3 block, and then it kind of goes back in the last one. So, let's see where I'm at. Right about here. Let's bring my Y to 300. Trust me, these are not big X's and Y's. They are perfectly normal. So, 300, 420, which is on the ground. And then 310. Let's make it a little higher, 410, that's good. And then 320, let's make it a little more higher. And then 310, I believe. So we got 420, so we got 300, 310, 320, that's 4, yep. And then, that's 3. So if we want our last one, that will be at 1 before number 6. So that'd be at 310. With an even shorter Y. So that'd be 390. So we got this is number 1 right here. Okay, this one's good. We got an error. Well, not an error. We just have one we don't want it. So if we wanted it to be right here, this one's going to be our moving one, then we have to have it in the top 4, which means our last one, let's say we want to be the second block, or the first. Our last one will be at 200, 420. So 200, 420. And this one will be at 250, 420. And then first missile X will be, so we want to shoot towards the left, and we want to be right here where this is. So it shoots this way to the left. So where the first one is has to be 300. Yep, 300. First one, 300, 420. First, the left X will be at 300. Basically, it's saying whenever it shoots to the edge, come back to whatever is first to left X. Now, it is not done yet. We must put it into action, which means we have to actually make it playable. So we go over here to our level 14. Alright, level 14, we should be around here. Alright, I think we found it. Yes, we have found it. So we want to copy all this code from level 13, paste it, and just change some simple numbers. Alright. Everything is looking great. Everything is just looking so great right now. My idea is we should have this finished in just a couple of days. I have just put the values of 14 for every platform. something that will allow us to play level 14. So let's play. Ah, yes, we have done it. We have brought level 14 into life. So now this level is playable, but it still isn't finished. If you beat the level, you still have 0 coins. So let's say, since this is one of the harder levels, let's say you get 3 coins. And now, when we play it, you can complete it. We should get, yep, 3 coins. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. If you want to subscribe, it's free. I recommend that you do. It will keep you updated with this coding and maybe some tutorials if you want help with anything. And, well, I'll see ya. Bye.